Ryan Nickel back here at Northridge High School as we are about a minute away from introductions here for the boys game. The boys come in, I believe they were in the RPI at 28, I believe, and Northridge was sitting like at 51. So apparently the strength of schedule is not what Fort Morgan's has been so far. But it should be a good contest here. We'll see if the Fort Morgan Mustangs can come out with a victory here tonight and get in the win column here in league play. As they will play here tonight, go to Roosevelt on Thursday, and then the makeup game against Mountain View will be on Friday. So a lot of basketball coming up here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs as the league play gets hot and heavy here starting this week. So this is have a lady referee here tonight. I have not seen a lady referee here since when I've done a game anyway, so good for her. So see what the Mustang lineup is here tonight, and that is brought to you by B&B Appliance. From refrigerators to vacuums and everything in between, they have exactly what you need and service it too. Let's see who the starters here for the Mustangs tonight will be. Senior Wesley Carnes, as well as junior Aiden Garber, senior Nathan Gherkin, junior Rodrigo Alvarez, and last but not least will be senior Forrest Jordan. And the Grizzlies starting tonight. Let's see who they are. They introduced all the non-starters first. I can see Jackson Jenkins, a senior, is one of the starters, as is Cooper Rose. Ryan Hansen, a junior, is a starter, as is Drake Walker. He's a freshman. And I believe it's number 11 is Brendan Peterson. Is the final starter here for Northridge High School. Oh, excuse me, that was not Brendan Peterson. That is going to be Zach Van Soest starting here for the Grizzlies. It will be Nathan Gherkin, excuse me. Let's see what they're going to, I thought they were, no. I think they're going to do the national anthem again. They had it once. So the Grizzlies just went out to have a huddle out at the free throw line. So now it will be Jenkins to jump against Gherkin. As we are set to go here. And he easily out jumped. Layup is up and good early here. As Van Soest with the easy bucket off the tip. Mustangs get it up into the front court. Wesley Carnes for the three, and that is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Wesley Carnes drains it for three-point land. 3-2 Mustangs here early on. And that three is going to be off the front of the rim. A nice strong rebound there by Gherkin. Mustangs, Rodrigo Alvarez up into the front court. He's going to drive it down, going to kick it out to Carnes. Carnes clears a little bit, gets it out to Rodrigo on the far high right wing. Back to Carnes, now to Garver at the top of the free throw circle. Now to Rodrigo. Off to Carnes. Carnes for the triple. Up and off the side of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Van Soest. Shot is going to be up and no good at the bucket and rebounded to Gherkin. Nice defense there by Wesley Carnes. And a foul is going to be called on the far side. And that will be on Van Soest. That will be his first, team first. So the Mustangs, the inbounds mid-front court. As Aiden Garver will throw it in, being guarded by Van Soest. 3-2 Mustangs, 6:51 to go here in this first period. Wesley Carnes receives the inbound. Is going to back it out on the high right wing, being guarded over there by Rose. Shot is going to be up and good by Wesley Carnes. Little jumper from the lane is up and good. Grizzlies now into their set here with Drake Walker. Over on the far side to Jenkins. Jenkins being guarded by Gherkin, and now back to Walker. He's going to kick it off to Van Soest. They're going to reset their offense. Van Soest off to Walker. Now cutting in, and shot is going to be up and good, and that will be Jackson Jenkins. 5-4 Mustangs. They get full court pressure. Going to get the ball hands to Garver. Now underneath to Gherkin. His shot is going to be blocked out of bounds, and that's going to be blocked by Jackson Jenkins. So the Mustangs will inbound left baseline of their basket. Get it in, and that shot is going to be blocked out of bounds again by Jenkins. As Gherkin tries to go inside once again. Jenkins stands at 6'4". Ball is going to be, they're saying it's going to be ref underneath it said it was going to be Grizzly ball, but he was overturned. To force Jordan to Wesley Carnes. Carnes for the three, and that is up and off the back of the rim, no good. Ball's going to be tipped around and saved by Walker. Three is going to be up and well short, and saved underneath and taken by Rodrigo Alvarez. Layup is going to be up and no good by Wesley Carnes. Rebound to Jenkins as they get the ball up court quickly. Drake Walker, layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath there and taken away by Garver. And then a takeaway by the Grizzlies. And the shot is going to be up and good by Van Soest. 4 points on the night for him, 6-5. Underneath now, one-handed stuff, but it is missed by Gherkin. Saved by Carnes. Carnes' shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and fought for and finally taken away by Cooper Rose. Shot is going to be up and good by Luis Pisano, and then he was fouled. So we'll see who the foul is going to go on. And they're going to say that was on Wesley Carnes. So that will be his first. So Pisano will go to the line to shoot one. And that free throw's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nathan Gherkin, his third of the night. Gets it into the hands of Rodrigo Alvarez. Now up to Garver. Garver's going to drive it into the lane, kicks it off to Carnes. Carnes has only hit one so far from behind the three-point line. 8-5 with 4:20 to go here in this first period. Nice little jump shot there by Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes so far is the offense for the Mustangs. 8-7 Grizzlies on the far side to Van Soest. Cuts underneath to Walker. Walker gets it off now to Pisano. Pisano's going to drive it down, being guarded. Ball is going to be tipped away, but right to Van Soest, and he puts it up and in for the bucket. Rodrigo into the front court. Rodrigo's going to drive it all the way down. Now an offensive foul is going to be called on Rodrigo Alvarez as he knocked Van Soest to the ground. Into the game now for the Mustangs will be Isaiah Zavala. He will come in for Horace Jordan. Cooper Rose comes out. And into the game will be number 12. I did not have a number 12. That shot is going to be up and good by Van Soest. So Rodrigo keeps that dribble alive. Little jumper from the baseline is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Pisano. Grizzlies hustle it down court. Pisano does a spin move, but Garver right in his way. So Van Soest for a deep three, and that's going to be up and good by Zach Van Soest. 15-7 Northridge. Garver at the three-point line is going to drive it in. His shot is going to be up and no good, and his shot was blocked, and he ended up out of bounds, and it was off of Garver. So turnover to the Grizzlies. And Drake brings the ball up court. Back to Pisano out at the point, being guarded by Carnes. Over on the far side to Van Soest. He's going to pull it back out. And that ball is going to be thrown away. So turnover by the Grizzlies. I do not know who number 12 is. Rodrigo Alvarez into the front court. His pass is going to be taken away by Van Soest. Tipped away by Garver. Van Soest gets it back. Van Soest with a triple, and that is going to be up and good by Van Soest. It looks like the Mustangs are going to take a oh, okay. So I thought it was a timeout. It was not. It's a delay of game on the Grizzlies. So 18-7, the Mustangs down 11. They were down 18 the other night to Severance and came back, cut it to 2, and then ended up losing by 4. So Zavala with a little jumper from the baseline, up and good by Zavala. Now Pisano on the far side, he's going to get it in. Little floater is going to be up and good, and that's going to be Pinion Chavez. 20-9 into the hands of Rodrigo Alvarez. Gets it into the front court. Alvarez loses possession, and then it's going to be a tie-up, and that possession will stay with the Mustangs. So they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes to inbounds. To get it into Zavala. Now to Rodrigo. Rodrigo's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin. His shot is going to be up and good by Nathan Gherkin. Pisano. Oh, that's not Pisano. That is number 12. I do not know who number 12 is, and that was rebounded by Zavala. Ball is going to be taken away, and then a foul is going to be called on Zavala. I believe that's who it was on. Yes, that was on Zavala. That will be his first. But turnover by the Mustangs. It's only 3 so far here in this first period with 1:09 left. Mustangs are down 20-11. We'll have to find out who this number 12 is. Over on the near side, now to Chavez. Van Soest picks up his dribble. Back up top. Now to Van Soest underneath now. Shot is going to be up and good, or up and no good, excuse me. And rebounded, put up and good that time by Brendan Peterson. Wesley Carnes on the far right side, 35 seconds to go. Carnes keeps that dribble alive. Now to Gherkin. One dribble, and then that ball is going to be taken away. Not a good passer by Nathan Gherkin. Ball is going to be saved underneath. Reverse layup is going to be up and good by Van Soest. He's been the major contributor here in this first period for the Grizzlies. 24-11 with 5 seconds to go. Nathan Gerken, his shot is going to be up and no good, and he comes down hard. But nice gesture there by Jenkins as he picks him up. So Gerken will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to go on Jenkins. That will be his first. Gerken will go to the line to shoot a couple. Nice shot there by Nathan Gerken. 3 points on the night for Gerken. 16 points for Van Soest so far in this first period. Garver takes a seat with 5.5 seconds to go. Force Jordan back into the game. Next free throw up and also good by Gerken. Still 11-point lead, 24-13. Pass cross court. If it goes, it's going to be good, and it is good by number 12. We're going to have to figure out who number 12 is, but that bucket was up and good. So at the end of one, the Mustangs are down 26-13 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Northridge High School as period number 2 has started. A shot up and no good by the Grizzlies. Rebounded to Chase Redding, who is into the game, along with Charlie Langford. Langford's shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Chavez. Nice job there by Redding to intercept it, and then it's going to be out of bounds. Apparently they said Redding was standing on the line, on the out of bounds line. So Drake Walker to inbounds. Well, that was way too easy as the inbounds went to Chavez, and he was open right at the bucket for the basket. 28-14. I have 14 now. I have 13. I'll check that a little later on. Forrest Jordan on the far side. Ball is going to be tipped away and finally kept it. It's like a scrum going on out there, so they're going to call it jump, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. So they must have gave somebody a 3 maybe. They have 14 up there for Fort Morgan now. I'm not sure where that came from. So the Mustangs to inbounds, get it into Rodrigo Alvarez. Out high, being counted down there, and then he's going to drive it in. Oh, they're going to call Alvarez for the push-off. So that will be his second. Wesley Carnes comes in, as does Nathan Gerken. Zavala will take a seat, as will Alvarez. So Walker into the front court. Over on the far side to Chavez. Fasano into the lane. And then a blocking foul is going to be called on Fort Morgan. And that will be on Chase Redding. That will be his first. No shooting foul. Grizzlies the inbound right baseline of their basket, with Chavez being guarded by Redding. Now out front to Walker. Yeah, Peterson now to Drake. Fasano from the corner. That 3 is going to be up and good by Luis Fasano. 31-14. They must have changed. That ball is going to be not a good pass by Carnes. And layup is going to be up and good by Drake. As Chase Redding tried to stop it. He could have called a foul there and did not. So Nathan Gerken out at the high left wing. And he ends up dribbling off. He's footing out of bounds. So turnover Fort Morgan. 33-14, 19-point lead here by the Grizzlies as Drake brings it up across court into the hands of Fasano. Fasano over in the corner now to Rose. Back up to Pisano at the top. Brendan Peterson back to Chavez. Ball is going to be knocked away but retained and stolen by Fort Morgan. Into the hands of Wesley Carnes, down to Nathan Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is going to be up and good, and he was fouled. So Gherkin gets the and one. And that foul will be on Brendan Peterson. That will be his first. Aiden Garver back in for Charlie Langford. It will be Van Zost back into the game for Chavez. As Gherkin will shoot one. Free throw is up and good. Let's see, who came back into the game is Jackson Jenkins for the Grizzlies. 33-17, 5:10 to go here, second period. Up top is Jenkins. Now on the far side to Rose, Underneath to Van Zost. Van Zost's layup is going to be up and good. 18-point lead, 35-17. Gherkin with a three, up, in, and out. Ball is going to be tipped away and taken away by Pisano. Now to Van Zost. Over on the far left wing, being guarded over there. Finally taken away by Forrest Jordan. So 4 turnovers by the Grizzlies. And now a foul is going to be on Drake Walker. That would be his first. Team fourth. Mustangs with 5. He's able to inbounds Garver to trigger it in for the Mustangs. 4:30 to go here. Second period, down 35-17. Carnes out high being guarded by Pisano, and there's going to be a foul out front on Pisano. That will be his first. So 5 team fouls now on the Grizzlies as the Mustangs will inbounds mid-front court far side. As Pisano is guarding Carnes, number 1 guarding number 1. Aiden Garver out at the high wing. Going to give it off to Redding. Redding for the 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Walker. Pisano with the layup up and good as Grizzlies get it down the floor quickly. So 37-17. The Mustangs will have a hill to climb here now to get back into this game, down 20 with 4 minutes to go here, second period. Garver called Garver for the double dribble, so turnover by the Mustangs. 6 so far here in the first half. Rodrigo Alvarez will come in for Chase Redding. Mustang uniforms tonight, all maroon with white letters. Grizzlies with white uniforms and almost like the same maroon color on the numbers. So Drake Walker with the 3, up and good. 40-17. Wesley Carnes drives it in, and he ends up going up. Oh, he was fouled. I thought maybe they were going to call him for a travel. He was fouled on the shot. And that will go on Pisano. That will be his second. So Wesley Carnes to the line to shoot 2. Takes a deep breath. First free throw is up and good by Carnes. 8 points tonight so far for Carnes. Pisano out. Brendan Peterson in. Our number 12 is back in. That free throw is up and good by Carnes. So quickly down court is the Grizzlies. Nathan Gherkin with rebound number 5. Wesley Carnes is going to be fouled from the far side. And that will go on number 12. Should we just call him Henry for the night? We'll give him the name of Henry. So So Wesley Carnes back to the line to shoot 2. (40-19), 3:18 to go. Free throw is up and good by Carnes. He will get free throw number 2. Yes. He does a little adjustment on his uniform as instructed by the official. And free throw number 2 up and good. 3:18 to go. Mustangs to 19. Underneath, the shot is going to be blocked. Jenkins with a shot, and his shot is blocked by Gherkin. And that will be Nathan's first, but that will send Jenkins to the line to shoot 2. (40-21), 3:11 to go here, second period. Free throw is up and good by Jackson Jenkins. Back to that 20-point lead, 41-21. Sets, shoots, and it is good. 4 points on the night for Jenkins. There's Wesley Carnes into the front court being guarded by Henry. Nice job there by Carnes on the drive, but he is fouled. We'll see if that's going to be, and that will be on Henry. That will be his second. So Wesley Carnes back to the line to shoot 2 more. He is 4 of 4 there so far in this second period. Now he is 5 of 5. Zavala getting ready to come in, but he apparently is going to come in for Carnes. (42-22), 3:04 left to go here, second period. Free throws up and good. So Zavala in for Wesley Carnes with 3:04 left here, second period. Walker to Van Zost. Gets it back to Walker out at the high right wing. Over on the far side now to Peterson. Underneath, shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Garber. Alvarez into the front court to Garber on the far right side. Rodrigo, or that's Zavala, excuse me. Gherkin, Garber with the drive, hands it off to Zavala, being guarded underneath. Now Rodrigo Alvarez. His shot is going to be blocked by Jenkins. That's about his third block tonight. He drives all the way in. His shot is going to be up and no good is Zavala, but he was fouled on the shot. And that is going to go on Chavez. That will be his first. So just a 30-second timeout here by the Grizzlies. Miller's Landscaping, you put so much time and effort into your show animals, offering a wide selection of livestock feed and supplies. Stop by 19645 County Road Q in Fort Morgan. So the Mustangs down 19, 42-23. Zach Van Soest with 18, had 16 that first period. He was their go-to for the Grizzlies in that first period. It was 26-13 after 1. So it will be Zavala to the line to shoot. Benzanini shoots off the side of the rim and no good. Score remains 42-23. See, prepares to shoot free throw number 2 off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Van Soest. Walker up into the front court to Van Soest. Over on the far side to Peterson. Peterson being guarded by Rodrigo. Jenkins up high now on the far side to Chavez. In the lane to Van Soest. Ball is finally going to be taken away. Nice job there by Garber. Turnover number 5 Hand it off to Jordan. Rebound is going to be to Gherkin. He's going to kick it back out to Zavala. Zavala's little jumper up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin once again. Gherkin goes up with it, and it goes, and he is fouled. And that foul is going to go on Brendan Peterson. That will be his second. So Gherkin with the and one. As Van Soest will come out. He's being replaced by Cooper Rose. Minute 30 to go here, second period, 42-25. Free throws up and good. Mustangs are doing a nice job. The only two misses so far from the free throw line are Zavala. Jenkins with the bucket underneath on the assist from Chavez. As Alvarez into the front court for the Mustangs, 44-26. A minute 10 to go here, second period. To Zavala out on the high right wing. Back to Gherkin out at the point. Now to underneath to Zavala. Looks to get it out, does to Gherkin. And a foul is going to be called on the far side. And it's Garver with the ball. And he was pushed. And I believe that is going to be on Brendan Peterson. No, they're going to say that's going to be Cooper Rose. That will be his first. So Aiden Garver to go to the line to shoot two. And that first one is up and good. So Wesley Carnes comes in for Forrest Jordan. Cooper Rose takes a seat. Free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Going to be rebounded by Brendan Peterson. Peterson into the front court, being guarded closely by Wesley Carnes. Now to Drake in the lane. Now to Jenkins out high over to Chavez on the left wing. Underneath shot is going to be blocked. Nice job there by Wesley Carnes, but Drake wide open for the three. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded underneath by Van Soest. I believe that is who that is, and no foul. And then rebounded by Carnes. And that shot is going to be blocked. 16 seconds to go. Carnes for the three, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Van Soest. Now to Jenkins. Jenkins with a two-handed slam. And the Mustangs, Rodrigo with a three if it goes, but it does not go. So the Mustangs down by 19 as we go to halftime here with the Mustangs down 46-27 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Fort Morgan Mustangs halftime show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. Well, the Mustangs are down. We are going to go. We don't know where they came up with a point. It had been 26-13 at the end of one quarter, and they put a point up on the board. We don't know where it came from. Not sure just how that, but we're gonna take 1 point off the board there for the Mustangs. We're gonna say they're down now 46-26 here at halftime, unless we can get a clarification later on of where that somebody shot a two and it was supposed to be a three. I'm just not sure where that came from, but anyway, leading scorers tonight for the Mustangs is Wesley Carnes with 13. He is followed by Nathan Gherkin with 10, Zavala with 2, and Aiden Garver with 1. For the Northridge Grizzlies, it is going to be Zach Van Soest with 18. Followed by Jackson Jenkins, with 8. And then Luis Pisano with 7. Drake Walker with 5. And Carlos Pinon Chavez with 4. But they're 46. And Brendan Peterson with a bucket. As far as rebounding, I have Nathan Gherkin with 7, and then Garver, Carnes, Redding, Rodrigo Alvarez, and Zavala each with 1. For the Grizzlies, Van Soest with 4, Jenkins with 2, as does Pisano. Chavez with 1, Drake Walker also with 2, Cooper Rose with 1. As far as free throws, the Mustangs are 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Wesley Carnes is perfect from the line in that second period. All his points came from the free throw line. 6 points at the free throw line for Carnes. Aiden Garber is 1 of 2. Nathan Gherkin is 2 of 2. And Zavala is 0 of 2. The Grizzlies shot 3. They were 2 of 3. Jackson Jenkins with a pair. And Pisano missed his free throw in the first period. So we will take another 3-minute break and then be back with the second half of the boys game here as they are down 46-26 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Northridge High School in Greeley. We got the score straightened out here. It is 46-26. I went down and talked to the scoring at the scorers table, and they said they were reconciling some numbers there, and they did give them that extra point there at the end of the first quarter. So into the first, it was 26-13 Northridge. At the end of the half now, 46-26. So the Mustangs outscored in that second period by a count of 20-13. So our numbers on the points for everybody is correct. 1 for Garver, 13 for Carnes, 10 for Gherkin, and 2 for Isaiah Zavala. So Northridge back out on the court, and it looks like they will get possession first as the Mustangs are just breaking their huddle. So back out on the court are the Mustangs. Into the hands of Walker. Now back to Cooper Rose. Jenkins out high on the left side to Van Zost on the right high side. Walker as Pisano's going to drive it into the lane. His little floater is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded and then taken away. And then a stuff is missed. He could have called a technical on the hanging there, but did not. So possession, though, will go back to the Mustangs. That'll be classified as a turnover there, out of bounds off of the Grizzlies. The Mustangs try to work their offense here with Gherkin. Now a triple is going to be up and short, and tried to be saved by Garver and did not. He went down hard outside of the court there and is down. We'll see if he's being helped up by Wesley Carnes. Came down hard. I don't know if he might have twisted an ankle or something there, but Zavala will come in for Garver. He tried to save it. Tried to knock it off of one of the Grizzlies and did not succeed. So Walker on the far side being guarded by Rodrigo. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zavala. Underneath now, and that ball is going to be taken away. Layup is going to be up and good by Zach Van Soest. 20 points on the night by him. Zavala on the right wing. Rodrigo Alvarez out at the high right wing. Back to Zavala. Zavala being guarded by Walker. Now up top to Gherkin on the far side to Jordan, Forrest Jordan. Zavala drives it, going to kick it back out to Forrest Jordan out on the left wing. Layup is going to be up and good. Nice layup there by Wesley Carnes. Ball is going to be knocked away, and now to Van Zost. A three from the right corner, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Jenkins. Jenkins goes up hard, and it looked like a good block. But a foul, I believe, is is going to be called on Gherkin. That will be his second. Looked like a nice block, but Jenkins will go to the line to shoot 2. Jenkins on the night with 8. 48-28. First free throw is up and good. Jenkins is 3 of 3 from the foul line so far tonight. 6:12 to go. 21-point lead, 49-28. Grizzlies, that one is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Wesley Carnes. Be his second of the night. Rodrigo for a 3. Oh, the ball is stuck. That will be a jump ball, and that will be retained by the Mustangs, but stuck it between the rim and the backboard. So the Mustangs, the inbound right baseline of their basket, they get it into Zavala. Now to Forrest Jordan. Forrest Jordan picks it up. Now back to Zavala. Zavala to Rodrigo. Rodrigo is going to pop for a 3. Up and no good. And it hits the ball. Hits the floor. Out of bounds. So now the Grizzlies bring it up court with Walker. Being guarded by Alvarez. Hands it off to Pisano. Now on the far side to Walker. Once again underneath. That ball is going to be taken away by Gherkin. Gherkin going to drive it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good. Nathan Gherkin, coast to coast. 12 points on the night for Gherkin. Drake Walker hands it off to Pisano out high. He's going to take it back out by the half-court line. Now back to Jenkins. Jenkins on the far side to Van Soest for a 3. That is up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Zach Van Soest. 23 points on the night for Van Soest. And then a foul out at midcourt, and that will be on Pisano. That will be his third. So Chavez will come in along with Henry. Pisano will take a seat. Van Soest will take a seat. Fort Morgan inbounds midcourt far side. They are down 22, 52 to 30. 5:07 left to go here in this third period. Rodrigo Alvarez drives it down. Going to kick it out to Zavala. Zavala in the lane. Little jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Carnes. Rodrigo Alvarez with a 3. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Walker. Into the hands of Jenkins coming down the far right side. Kicks it back out to Walker. Jenkins now off to Henry. Henry out by the 3-point line. Back to Cooper Rose, who is into the game. Chavez, and that's a bad pass on the far side by Chavez. So that's a turnover by the Grizzlies. Charlie Langford to come in for Rodrigo Alvarez. Just under 4.5 to go here, third period, 52 to 30. Grizzlies. Over on the far side is Zavala, now underneath to Jordan. His shot is going to be up and no good, but he is fouled. I believe that's going to be on Drake Walker. Let's see who they... Yes, that will go on Walker. That will be his second. And that will send Forrest Jordan to the line to shoot 2. So see if he can get on the scoring column, but does not. Misses the first one. So into the game is Brendan Peterson. Cooper Rose will come out. Forrest Jordan will shoot foul shot number 2. Up and bounces around and off to the side and going to be rebounded by Jenkins. Henry up front, up into the front court, being guarded by Jordan. Now Jenkins out high, about 6 feet past the 3-point line. Now back to Henry. Underneath over on the far side to Drake. Back to Henry for a 3, and that is going to be up and good for Henry. Chase Redding ready to come back into the game for the Mustangs at the next whistle. 55 to 30, 25-point lead. Going to be a hook by Chavez. Chavez with his second. So Mustangs to inbound right baseline of their basket. Gherkin will come out. Zavala will come out. Chase Redding into the game also for the Mustangs. 55-30 with 3:43 to go. Chase Redding has his shot blocked, taken away by the Grizzlies, and then like Charlie Langford would probably be called for the foul. Let's see. Yeah, it will be a foul on Langford. That will be his first, but that will send Drake Walker to the line to shoot 2. This will be his first time at the free throw line. He has 5 points on the night. 3:36 to go. The Mustangs down 55-30. Free throw is up and good by Walker. Well, on paper, it looked like this would be a lot closer game than this. Both teams averaging about 30 points, but Wesley Carnes sitting at 15 points, not getting a lot of help, and that rebound is going to be taken by Alvarez, and then they said he would step out of bounds. That'll be a turnover back to the Grizzlies. That'll be 11 on the Mustangs. Drake Walker now out high, being guarded by Langford. Now Peterson back to Jenkins. Jenkins going to drive it down back to Walker out on the high right wing. Into the lane, now back to Peterson, left wing. Ball is going to be tipped away and off of Langford and out of bounds. So Van Soest back into the game. He will replace Walker. Peterson will inbounds for the Grizzlies in the left corner. They do get it into Jenkins. Jenkins with a shot is going to be up and good right at the bucket. 11 points on the night for Jenkins. 2 of those came right towards the end of the first half of the monstrous slam. Mustangs get it to Carnes, now to Jordan. His foot was on the line. It wouldn't have been a 2. The Mustangs get the rebound and then throw it away. I think Rodrigo had the rebound, but then thrown away. Forrest Jordan comes out. Into the game will be Fabrice Saiza. Chase Redding, or Nathan Gherkin, I believe, back into the game for the Mustangs. 2:47 and counting here, third period, 58-30. 28-point lead here by the Grizzlies. Into the hands now of Chavez over on the far side to Jenkins. Jenkins, oh, nice job there by Charlie Langford. Charlie Langford, layup is going to be up and good. Langford with the steal and the bucket. His first points of the night. Now to Van Soest. Now Van Soest with the walk. 10 turnovers by the Grizzlies, 12 by Fort Morgan. And now a timeout is going to be taken here by the Grizzlies. We'll just keep it right here as the Mustangs are down 58-32 with 2:20 left to go here, third period. This was a 20-point game at the half. Now a 26-point lead by the Grizzlies. Some of our sponsors here. Wiggins Electric. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time. State Farm Insurance and Greg Mullen. Call your good neighbor at 970-842-4555. The Mustangs with a lot of work to do here if they want to try and get back into this, to make this a respectable game, down 58-32. As the Northridge Grizzlies have taken the floor once again, as the Mustangs have. It will be Mustang ball. Saiza to inbounds. Far side just short of midcourt. Gets it into Alvarez. Alvarez being guarded by Peterson, back to Saiza. Gherkin out on the left wing, being guarded out there by Chavez. Now on the near side to Langford. Langford's going to stop and pop for the jumper. Up and good. Charlie Langford with about the 12-foot jumper, 58-34. See if they can cut this down a few points here. Now it is Cooper Rose. Back to Peterson out on the high right wing. A minute 40 to go here in this third period. Rodrigo guarding Peterson. Now Henry out high on the right wing, being guarded by Saiza. Nice steal there by Chase Redding as he intercepted that pass inside. And now it's got to be a foul called. They're going to call that on. Still go with Henry on that one on number. It's his third. So Henry comes out, Pisano comes in. Rodrigo to inbounds, left baseline of the Mustang basket. They do get it into Redding at the three-point line. Back to Saiza. Saiza being guarded by Pisano. Pisano goes for the steal, comes up short. Saiza with the bucket, up and good. Fabrice Saiza with a bucket. So now a 22-point lead. They cut a little bit off of it. It was a 28-point lead at one time. 58-36. Pisano with the three, up and good. Luis Pisano, his second triple of the night, 10 points on the night for Pisano. 61-36. Langford out on the high left wing, now to Alvarez. Gherkin on the right wing. Three by Chase Redding, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Peterson. Now to Van Zost. Nice block there by Charlie Langford. As Van Zost goes up for the layup. A nice job there by Charlie Langford on the block. So Van Zost to inbounds left baseline of their basket. And they're going to get it in. First warning on Charlie didn't have his hands straight up, apparently had his hands bent over a little bit there, so they gave a warning on the Mustangs. So Cooper Rose back to Peterson, now to Pisano as he backs it out to start over the offense once again. So Peterson to Chavez. High right wing, now almost stolen by Langford. Van Zost with a three, up and no good. Going to be rebound. Van Zost comes down with it. Layup is going to be up and no good. But he was fouled. And I believe that was on Saiza. So that will be his first. That will send Van Zost to the line to shoot two. 23 points on the night for Van Zost. At 18 at halftime. Oh, that's going to be short. Didn't even hit the. He was about 2 feet short of the rim. 61-36. 18.2 seconds to go here, third period. 25-point lead here for the Grizzlies. That one is up and nothing but net for Van Zost. Mustangs into the front court with just over 10 seconds to go here. Langford's going to drive it down, does not get his shot blocked, but he does get it back. And then they're going to fight for it there, and then out of bounds. And it's going to belong to the Northridge Grizzlies with 1.8 seconds to go. So turnover for Fort Morgan is 13. Rodrigo Alvarez with the interception. That shot is up and no good at the buzzer. So we will go to quarter number 4 with the Mustangs down by a score of 62-36 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 4 here as the ball is inbound, and Fort Morgan weren't really ready. But underneath now and taking the Van Zost with a three, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zavala. Had 3 on the night for Zavala. Fabrice to Wesley Carnes back into the game for the Mustangs. Zavala on the right wing. Back to Forrest Jordan to Fabrice Saiza. Saiza with a jumper from the lane is up and good by Fabrice Saiza. 4 points on the night for Saiza. Now Pisano into the front court over to Peterson. Back to Pisano on the left wing. He's going to back it out to center court here a little bit. 62-38. Peterson to Rose. Back to Peterson. Peterson going to drive it in. Now to Van Zost. 3 from the side is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Zavala. He gets the rebound. And then when he spun around, he ended up stepping on the end line. So Drake Walker comes in. Ryan Hansen comes in. Amadric Woods comes in along with Gustavo Molinar. So a lot of second team guys in now for the Grizzlies. Far side to Hansen, up top to Walker. Walker stays in, now on the near side to Molinar. It's tapped away by Redding. It's going to be off of, yep, good job by Redding as he forced that turnover. It's off of Molinar and out of bounds. Mustangs got some work to do here, down 62-38. Gets it off to Forrest Jordan on the high right wing. Keeps that dribble alive. Spin move into the lane. His shot comes up short. He goes down. Rebounded to Amadric Woods. And then a bad pass by the Grizzlies. Leads to their 13th turnover. The Mustangs to inbounds near side, just short of midcourt. Here in period number 4, 6:20 to go here, 62-38. Wesley Carnes on the far side, going to give it to Jordan. Jordan in the lane. His shot is going to be blocked, but he does get it back. So Saiza with the 3, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Molinar. Now down court to Woods. Back up top now to Hansen. To Chavez, who's back in now. They're going to call Molinar for the travel. The 14 turnovers now by the Grizzlies, 14 also by the Mustangs. Still 62-38, 5:51 to go here in the game. Wesley Carnes, a deep 3, and that comes up short. And the Mustangs do retain it. Nice job there by Zavala. And that 3 is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Forrest Jordan. Zavala with a 3. That is in and out. Going to be rebounded by Drake Walker. Nice job there by Fabrice Saiza to knock it out of bounds. So it will be retained by the Grizzlies. Charlie Langford to come in for there we go. Wesley Carnes will come out. So Carnes still with just the 15. He had 2 in the third. Walker gets it in now on the far side to Hansen. Being guarded by Langford. Gets it up top to Chavez. Being guarded by Zavala. Hands it back off to Drake. Walker up at the top. Now to Molinar, back over to, let's see who that is. That is Hansen on the far side. Ball is tipped and going to be, jump is going to be called. And that will be turnover number 15, as that possession will now go to the Mustangs. 62-38. 4:57 to go here, just under 5 minutes left in the game. Grizzlies with the lead here at Northridge High School. Zavala on the near side, now to Jordan on the baseline. Ball is going to be batted around, kept by the Mustangs. Chase Redding hands it off to Zavala. Zavala shot is going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called on the shot. And that will go on Ryan Hansen. That will be his first. So that will send Isaiah Zavala to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is in and out. Looks like Aiden Garber will not be back in the game tonight. He did have went for a save and either sprained an ankle or knee or something, but he's sitting on the bench and he's with a sweats on. So next shot is up and good for Zavala. So he has 3 points on the night. Drake Walker's going to drive it all the way down. Layup is going to be up and good for Walker. 64-39. As the Mustangs throw the ball away. Not a good pass by Forrest Jordan. The Grizzlies, the inbound just shy of midcourt. As Hanson gets it into Walker. Nice job there by Forrest Jordan. Tips the ball away. Forrest Jordan with the layup attempt, but he was fouled on the shot. And that will be on Ryan Hanson. That will be his second. So Forrest Jordan to shoot 2. He was 0 for 2 in the third period. First one is in, so his first point of the night for Forrest Jordan. 24-point lead, 64-40. Next one up and nothing but the bottom of the net. 2 points on the night for Forrest Jordan. Walker being guarded by Jordan. Has the ball out high, going to drive it into the lane. Kicks it back out to Molinar, and that three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Walker. And then he goes back up with it for the bucket. 66-41, 3:35 to go here in the fourth period. And throwaway by Langford as he went to throw it back, and Jordan had his back to the ball. Up top to Molinar, now to Hanson on the far side. Up top to Woods. Woods gets it back from Molinar. Mustangs extend that defense out, but too little, too late here. 66-41. Shot is going to be up and no good. Molinar with the rebound. Fabrice Saiza with the rebound on the missed shot. Charlie Langford, he was going to make a shot and ended up missing it. Now Chavez with the rebound. Nice job there by Fabrice to knock it out of the hands of Walker. Shot is going to be up and no good. Fabrice Saiza with his second rebound. Forrest Jordan drives it in. A little layup, little one-hander is going to be up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Shot is going to be up and no good once again, and ball is going to be tipped out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. Now into the game is going to be Trey Sellers along with Tony Mendez. As Forrest Jordan will take a seat, Zavala will take a seat. 2:27 to go, 66-41. As Henry back into the game for the Northridge Grizzlies, into the hands of Molinar out high, being guarded by Redding. And now a foul on Chase Redding. Be his second, only the fourth team foul, so no shooting fouls yet here for the Grizzlies. Into the hands of Molinar, now to Henry out on the high right wing, going to drive it in. Looked like a walk, but nothing called for Fabrice Saiza with his fourth rebound here in the last couple of minutes. 2 minutes to go, 66-41. Ball knocked away. Fabrice gets it back. Now to Jordan. Now Sellers from the corner. Now is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hanson. It should have been a walk. On why that wasn't a walk on Peterson. Henry with the three, up and no good. Rebounded by Trey Sellers. And then a bad pass, and Sellers loses it out of bounds. 17 turnovers by the Fort Morgan Mustangs, down 66-41 with a minute 39. Molinar over to Henry on the out at the point. Now Brendan Peterson on the left wing, minute 26. Back to Peterson out on the high left wing. Back to Molinar being guarded by Chase Redding. Stolen by Charlie Langford. Layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Charlie Langford. Up and good. For 6 points on the night for Charlie. Under a minute to go here now. It looks like they're just going to try to kill the time here a little bit. Oh, they called a jump. It's going to be retained by the Grizzlies. A nice job there by Charlie Langford to rip it out of his hand, but it was long enough that they called a jump. 46.5 seconds, 66-43. Into the hands of Molinar. Hanson on the far side. Back to Brendan Peterson at the point, 40 seconds. They have no, I don't know why the Mustangs just let the ball go. You're down 23 points for crying out loud. Why are you fouling? So that was on Fabrice Saiza, his second. Henry out at the point now. Back to Molinar, back up top to Woods. Stolen by Fabrice Saiza. Shot is going to be up and missed by Saiza. Mendez with the shot up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Mendez cannot get it to go down. And rebounded by the Grizzlies with 9 seconds left. 66-43. And we're going to wrap this one up here shortly. 66-43 is the way this game will come to an end. A lot different than I had anticipated, but the Mustangs fall 66-43. We'll take a break and then be back with the postgame show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Oh, let's just try 2 minutes. I think I can get it wrapped up by then. Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Make sure the nutrients you've purchased for your field are getting to your crops. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water with Advanced Agri Solutions. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Well, the Mustangs fall by a score of 66-43. It was 26-13 after one. 46-26 at half, 62-36 at the end of three, and then 66-43 here at the end of the contest. Scorers for the Northridge Grizzlies leading the way tonight was Zach Van Soest at 24. He was followed by Carlos Pinon Chavez at 11, Luis Pisano at 10, as well as Drake Walker also with 10. What did I say? It was Jason Jennings, with 11. Carlos Chavez with 4. Gavin, no, that was Henry. I have no idea. He was the number 12. We just gave him the name Henry. So Henry had 3. Brendan Peterson with 2 for their 66. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight is going to be Wesley Carnes with 15. And then he's followed by Nathan Gherkin with 12. 6 by Charlie Langford, 3 by Isaiah Zavala, Fabrice Saiza with 4, Forrest Jordan with 2, and Aiden Garver with 1. Garver sprained an ankle or something there, did not come back in and play, but that is how this contest comes to an end tonight by a score of 66-43. Thanks to Christy Creighton back at the studios for me tonight. Once again, the final scores. The girls go down by a count of 94-14. The boys lose it 66-43. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.